Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am going to be sharing with you my boot collection today. I have been nurturing and growing this boot collection for the past like 15 years, I believe, maybe 40, I don't know. I've been emo for a very long time, and I love shoes, I love boots, and I thought it was about time I share all my boots with you. And I think that's all I have to say for my intro. If you enjoy these types of videos, please do let me know by leaving me a like, and maybe consider subscribing if you would like to see more from me and never miss another video. And let's get into my boot collection. We are starting off strong. These are my ancient Iron Fist, I think they're called fugly boots or fug boots or something. I don't know, they're like a Misfits collab. I originally wanted the werewolf ones, but they were sold out, so I got the Misfits skull ones, and they are so cute. They are kind of disgusting, and they are probably my most worn in this video because I just throw them on to do anything that requires leaving my house. These are my second most worn, I'm pretty sure. These are Doc Martens. I believe they are called Sinclair. They're a very soft leather. I've had them for probably 10 years at this point. You can see the sole kind of split a couple of years ago, and I fixed it myself very unprofessionally, but they are so comfortable. You can remove the zipper part and have them just be normal Docs. I like the zipper. I think it adds character. I love them a lot. They are platforms, and yeah. And my next pair of Docs that I unfortunately still haven't managed to fully break in after like I think 6 years are the Jaden Max. It's gonna be on screen what they're actually called. I wish these worked for me, but they just do not. I still have to cover like my entire foot in plasters every time I wear them, or I will rub my heels raw. I will get blisters. It's such a shame because they're really pretty shoes. These are my newest Docs. They are the Anastone High. They are kind of dirty because I recently wore them to the graveyard and it was very dusty. But even straight out of the box, they have a sort of worn look, like a brushed, waxed leather. I don't know how to describe it. I've shown these in like 3 videos since I got them. They are super comfortable. They are wide calf friendly. They are adjustable, and I love them a whole lot. I'm so glad I lowballed someone on Vinted for these. I think these are my final Docs for this video. Somewhat of an honorable mention because I don't really wear them anymore. These are my very first pair of Doc Martens that I got, I don't know, 13 years ago at this point. And you can see they're like very well worn. You can also see that I have like a weird foot placement. I don't know what it's called. I do love them. They are super comfortable. I never had any problems breaking them in, and I love them. I can't get myself to throw them out even if I don't wear them anymore. I could probably take them to a cobbler, get them fixed up, but yeah. These are my cowboy boots. I believe they are from Koi Footwear. I got them for my birthday a couple of years ago, and though I don't wear them very often, they are super cute. I really love the stitch details, and I think these are one of 2 pairs that have like a noticeable heel. You'll see what I mean as the video goes on. I love my cowboy boots. Up next are my beloved tabbies. These were my first pair of tabbies I ever got, and I wear them a lot, not as much as I used to now that I have different tabby shapes. I had to glue those like grippy things on because they are very, very slippery. No, they're not real Margellas. I got them from AliExpress or DHgate, I'm not really sure. And you know, I had to stick something between the toes and I don't own a champagne flute. So I used my Bubble Wand cigarette. 10 out of 10. I love my tabbies. Do these count as boots? I'm not entirely sure, but these are my Buffaloes. I have a couple of different pairs of Buffaloes. I remember when these came back, like this exact style, in like 2015, 2016, I believe. First of all, I had to get the low ones in black and white, and then I had to get these. And I also got a second pair of the low ones because I wore them into the ground. I'm not kidding, like my last 2 years of high school, I exclusively wore these Buffaloes. They are super comfy, even though I have super ankles. They are so nice to wear despite the huge platform. These are my favorite Demonias, as you can tell by the wrinkles around the ankle. These are also very, very well loved and worn many, many times. I think these were the only shoes I brought on my class trip when I went to London. So I spent like a week doing touristy things and walking basically all day, every day in these. And they are super, super comfy. I think Demonias are some of the most comfortable shoes out there, as evidenced by me owning yet another pair of Demonias. I think there's like 3 or 4 more. These are actually like 2 or 3 sizes too big for me because I didn't understand the difference between women's and men's shoe sizes being different in like US shoe sizes. Does that make sense? These are way, way, way too big for me, and yet I still wore them so much, especially in high school. They're still cute. They are my favorite clown shoes, despite, you know, being massively too big, like at least 2 sizes too big, which is definitely not healthy. Style over health or whatever. Actually, no. Don't do style over health. Do as I say, not as I do. Anyway, my next pair of Demonias. These are the correct size, but they are still very loose around the ankle. I always kind of have an issue with boots being too wide around the ankle area. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just have skinny ankles, but these are also super, super comfortable. I also wore these a lot in high school, and they're unfortunately starting to peel, like the fake leather is starting to peel, which makes me kind of sad. I don't know. I love my Demonias, even though I don't really wear them a lot anymore. We are moving on to winter boots, I guess, because that's apparently a category I can fill. These are also Demonias. Please don't mind how they look. I f***ed something up with the color management, so I had to edit this in post, and they look dirtier than they are. These are made of some kind of like suede type material, so they do attract like all kinds of fuzzies and cat hair, but they look worse than they are. If you notice the screws in the sole, I had to put these in because the first time I wore these shoes, which I spent like a year hunting for online, by the way, the sole just came off, so I had to repair it myself with silicone, cork and screws, and they've been a dream ever since. These are my second pair of Demonia winter boots, if you will. Again, they're made of like a suede-y material and attract all kinds of fuzzies. These I didn't have to fix, but they also have the really cool Demonia flame soles. These are actually a little bit too big on me. Like, I will slide around in them if I don't wear super thick socks, which is kind of annoying, but they are so super cute and comfortable, and I actually love wearing these. I have on occasion worn these in not winter, despite very easily overheating, because they are so cute and comfortable. And these are my actual winter boots that I wear most of the time in winter. These are from AliExpress. They're like a no-name brand. Faux fur kind of moon boot super comfortable, super chunky. I just love these. There's not much to say about them. They're not like insanely waterproof, but then again, I live in a city where it rarely snows, and if it snows, it immediately turns into ice, so I don't really need to worry about like functionality. And these are hands down my favorite winter boots. They are gorgeous. I don't know what else to say. I got them from H&M for like 40 euros a couple of years ago. They are fluffy, they are warm, they are comfortable. The only thing is they are kind of difficult to take off, so I only wear these when I know I'm not gonna have to take off my shoes, because I don't want to be a menace. They're Christmas market boots or walk boots or something like that, not for going into people's homes. And they are super cute. They're very scene-ish, Yeti, Bigfoot, you know the vibe. And that is all I have for you today. Let me know in the comments which boots are your favorite, or which shoes you like to wear most often. For me right now, honestly, it's a tie between the moto boots and my Vans. And now that it's also getting warmer out again, I am also partial to wearing my Mary Janes and my Tabbies a lot more. I love a shoe. I love shoes. I'm a shoe and bag brat, and that's never gonna change. That is never going to change. Also, please do let me know if you would like to see more like fashion art style type videos. I know my body mod stuff is the most popular by far, but I do also have other interests, and I do also enjoy talking about other things sometimes. So yeah, let me know. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and listening to me yap about shoes. A very special thank you to my channel members for supporting me that extra tiny little bit. If you would also like to become a rat baby, you can join up here. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!